First of all, let me just welcome everybody, and let me welcome the enthusiasm that we have in the room, because this is a very special day for Cambridge. It's a special day for the arts community in particular, and it's a special day in terms of how this city is moving ahead in so many different ways and the partnerships that we're building. And what I'd like to say is that you go back just a bit in history, and it's been, I think, 5 years since Cambridge Council had made the commitment before the last election that, in fact, we would put $6 million into building a theatre in Cambridge. And that's about balance in the community. All of us support arenas, we support pools, we support libraries, we support the trail system, and we support the arts. And that's the balance that I think is very important in a community, and that's the balance that we're bringing here today. But what I would like to say is that, you know, these people together with myself have worked on this. And you go back that 5 or 6 years, I remember standing in a hallway in the old City Hall administration building, talking to Alex Moustakis and saying, well, how much money, what's it going to cost? And we worked it all out, and it was $6 million. And then you work with close relationships with the Chamber of Commerce in particular, with Gary Goodyear's office, with Jerry Martinick's office, and those close relationships have benefits. I got a call one day from a secretary in Gary Goodyear's office. She said, there's a new program out. It's called Canada Build. I said, oh, does it have any cultural aspects in it? She says, I don't know. And she called me back the next day and she said, yeah, it does. I said, would you make an appointment with Minister Goodyear for me? And I brought Rick Haldenby from the School of Architecture and Alex Moustakis, who had about a 25-page business plan. And we saw, it was great. And we saw Minister Goodyear in his office, and he was so captivated by the presentation and the credibility that was there in terms of the people in that office, that he took it and ran with it. 6 weeks later, we had an announcement that the federal government was committed to spending and investing $6 million more in this community. So I want to publicly thank Minister Goodyear, who is here somewhere in the room, right over here, and thank him publicly for what he has done for this community. So that's just a bit of the background, and it's been a long road, and here we are, we're in that 5th year. We're looking, we'll give you the timetable, and then by the summer of 2012, we hope we'll be all of us, as I said, at opening night. And this will be a theater not just for professional entertainment. It is a theater that will have access to the community in terms of our students, in terms of our business communities, in terms of graduations, whatever it may be. So it has access for everybody. And that's what a community theater is all about. And that's what we believe in, and that's what Drayton Theater believes in.
It's more than a 500, 600 seat theater. This is production studios. This is an efficiency in administration. Ticket sales offices for all of North America will be coming out of Cambridge. They will be building their production sets in Cambridge, which will help our Conestoga College skilled trades and the schools. And when the theater isn't up and running with a classy play of some sort, it will be available to our community and to our schools. This is literally going to help Canadian talent. It's going to help our artists and the next generation of stars, as well as the next generation of carpenters and plumbers, school plays and Christmas theater, and just a number of wonderful things. One thing I do notice in the papers, because I watch very closely the good news and the bad news, and just for those folks who are concerned about the money that we are putting in taxpayers' dollars, I'm always concerned about that. This theater is probably the only theater group in the country that makes a profit. That is a great news story for Drayton, and they need to be congratulated, and so I congratulate you on that. It is estimated that this will bring to our community, to our restaurants, to our barber shops, to our hotels, about $80 million in spin-offs to our economy. Now, I didn't take a lot of math in school, but at 5% GST, remember GST? That's about $4 million a year back to the federal government. Now, I said this morning at the Chamber of Commerce, if somebody offered a stock for $6 that paid $4 in dividends every year forever, that would be a stock that every single one of us would buy. And that was the sales pitch that worked in Ottawa. This is a great investment for taxpayers, and it is a great investment for Cambridge. Congratulations, it did take a lot of people, but we're here. This is the next step, and I am thrilled to be a part of it. Thank you very much for the honor of serving.
Next person I'm going to invite up is Alex Moustakis. And I'm going to invite Alex up, please. And just a couple of words, if I may. You know, like I said, our relationship goes back, we're growing up together, this is what I find. This relationship goes back over a number of years. And Alex has been just great for theatre and for the promise of bringing theatre here, for helping us to shape how this new complex is going to look and how we should be building it. And I can't say enough about his enthusiasm and his belief in the city of Cambridge. So, ladies and gentlemen, Alex Moustakis.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for what is truly a groundbreaking day, even though we're not actually breaking ground today. A groundbreaking day, nevertheless, not just for the city of Cambridge, but and Drayton Entertainment, but for the arts and culture in Ontario and Canada as a whole. This, as Minister Goodyear says, is the very definition of a win-win partnership. A partnership that is extended to all levels of government, as well as local business and the citizens of Cambridge. I want to express my sincere thanks for the kind words of support, encouragement, and genuine enthusiasm by local business and residents of Galt, Espeler, and Preston for your, when I say your, new performance theatre. And I have heard from many, and that is many, who cannot wait for this theatre to open. The design that will be unveiled today has incorporated the feedback obtained from the City of Cambridge's Arts and Culture Master Plan, and will be a multi-use facility equipped to meet the needs of a changing population through community-based opportunities for local amateur performing arts groups, choirs, corporate advanced dance troupes, orchestras, charity fundraisers, schools, and many more. This project is a great investment for our children and our children's children. And I just want, this is my favorite quote right here. This will be an environmentally friendly, non-polluting, labor-intensive, tourism-generating, community-responsive, renewable resource.
Yay!
A combination desired by all municipalities across the country. Our plan has always been to develop a sustainable theatre that will service the social, cultural, educational, and economic needs of the city of Cambridge and our region, all within a fiscally responsible budget. And I'm also particularly pleased that we've been able to achieve these ambitious objectives while remaining completely devoid of any controversy. But it's all good. We're here. We believe this theatre design will blend with the beauty of Cambridge's existing architecture by acknowledging the city's rich and varied history, while also looking forward to its exciting future. I would like to thank Minister Goodyear for his invaluable support throughout this process. He really was a champion, along with our partners at the province of Ontario. Thanks to Mayor Craig, along with members of council, in particular Councillors Tucci and Wolf for their efforts on the advisory committee. CAO Jim King, who is here, and many of the staff who are also here as well, for their active participation throughout this design consultation, ensuring that the needs of Cambridge citizens will be met. I would also like to thank publicly Drayton's staff and board of directors, most of them are here today as well, who have worked round the clock at all levels to make this reality today. So thank you very much. Credit must also be given to the Volunteer Site Selection Committee, I see some members here, the Advisory Committee, and Architectural Services Committee, which were formed to ensure a sufficient system of checks and balances so this public investment is sustainable for the long term. Also, a special thank you, I saw him here today, and it's Ken Wright, who was the first person. John Wright met me probably close to 5 years ago, and we started discussing this potential theater, and here we are today. So for that, we're very grateful for all your pioneering work, Ken. So thanks once again. Of course, I would also like to acknowledge Jeff Shawns of Malul Blaney Construction, who is here. I think Jeff is right there. This is the construction management company behind this project, and they deserve credit for his fiscal responsibility in staying the course to our strict budget. He keeps calling it a Draytonized budget. And of course, I must recognize Gary McCluskey, principal of Diamond & Schmidt Architects, and his team, in particular Gary Watson, who is also Gary and Gary, Gary times two, for realizing such a beautiful vision for this new facility, given so many parameters and restrictions. I have to tell you, Diamond & Schmidt truly are experts in their field. They truly are the best in the business. So we've got the best architect, and we have the best construction management company with Malul Blaney that is working hand in hand on this project. So we're very pleased. I also want to say that the city of Cambridge should really take pride in what we're about to unveil. At the end of the day, it's really what happens in this facility. It's the opportunities that we create culturally, educationally, socially, and economically, because there are definitely economic spin-offs. Many of you know we operate a number of theaters in the province, and a growing trend right now is that theater patrons are traveling the province to get to our theaters. So there are these flexible subscription packages. They'll buy 2 shows in Drayton, 2 in St. Jacobs, 2 in Grand Bend, 1 in Penetanguishene, and now they will be adding Cambridge to this list as well. And where the arts make a case for economics, we actually prove it. Because people from Cambridge will drive to Penetanguishene or vice versa. They will stay overnight, they will eat in a restaurant, they will take in another attraction, and they might even do a little bit of shopping, and that's what this is all about. But at the end of the day, it's also the experience that we provide inside this beautiful theater. So for that, we're very, very grateful. Now, having said all this, I'm now pleased to call on Gary McCluskey to expound on the details of Cambridge's, and I'd like to repeat that. This is Cambridge's new performance theater. Thank you very much. Gary?
Alex, just a little bit about a step. What we'd like to do now is to unveil a diagram of the new theater, and then we'll have Gary go on with some more of the detail of the architectural aspects of what we're doing here. Okay?
I've seen it.
When did you get back? All right. Right on 3. 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Whoa.